going to be going through the withdrawal because you're addicted to these toxic ingredients like titanium dioxide, citric acid, like things made from mold. Like, and so during that process, you're going to be miserable. You're going to bring a negative connotation inside of your brain subconsciously, and consciously you're going to want to quit faster. And then, since you are having all of these negative side effects going on, you are going to go back to the old lifestyle and binge. Like, that's just what it is. Your body's going to be going through withdrawal, because at the end of the day, we have to understand that processed sugar should be treated like a drug, because that's what it does to your body. It stimulates your dopamine. Between the sugars that they add to our food, processed sugars, the fats, and the sodium that they add to our food, all of these combined act like a drug inside of our body. And so our body, and it stimulates our dopamine, our body freaks out. And when our body freaks out, when we stop giving it that things, that's when you start to have the heavy cravings. That's when you start to sit there feeling like that you, for instance, like, let's say for chocolate, like you get a Hershey's bar and you've been eating a Hershey bar every single day, for a year. You sit there and you're going through withdrawal because you're like, man, I just really need my Hershey bar. No, you have trained your body to crave that Hershey bar to the point where, like, now you feel like a fiend. And that's the same thing with somebody doing drugs. Like, you have to understand that, like, you are doing these things to yourself with the habits that you have. And so no momentary diet culture is going to support you. What is going to support you is to develop healthier habits that you stick with and make it your lifestyle. So even if you go plant-based and you don't stay there, which I recommend you do, but not everybody is in that space to do so, you still have to understand that that is the basics of you getting back to your health, is you eating your fruits and your vegetables, cutting out meat and cutting out dairy, because they're not supporting you. You see the way the world is going with the GMOs, and them not having to tell you what meat is GMO, and them not having to tell you that, your animal has been sitting here consuming GMO soy, GMO corn. And as you're consuming the animal that could also be a product of GMO factoring, you're consuming an animal that also ate GMOs. So that's triple inflammatory food. Like, you have to understand that, like, you are throwing all this inflammation inside of your body and expecting yourself to be healthy. When, if you don't know, inflammation that is going on inside of your body causes diseases. And so our third point of, if you're struggling to go plant-based, you have to understand that you have to live an anti-inflammatory diet. And living plant-based is going to support you in doing that if you're not eating a whole bunch of processed foods. And if you are suffering from inflammation because you consume dairy, you consume meat currently right now, if you are living a vegan lifestyle and you're consuming a bunch of frozen foods, processed foods, and all of these things, understand that you have to, one, get anti-inflammatory help. You have to release that inflammation, because you are leading yourself to disease. That's just what inflammation does, because inflammation is your body's sign telling you that there are toxins inside of your body, there's something going on, and there's no way for it to release it. And since it can't release it, it holds on to it.